Hey everybody, it's Party Elite. Welcome you back to another episode of our Planet Zoo franchise mode Let's Play. We're gonna dive right back into Elite Zoo South. There is, as always, a ton to accomplish today. We're gonna dive right on into it. No time to waste with a prolonged introduction, but of course, as we load in, I just want to mention, folks, if you've been enjoying this series and you would like to see it continue, please don't hesitate to keep letting me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. It's crazy to see how far Planet Zoo has come on the channel. It's been great to have this ongoing series, not just across 2 seasons, but also across multiple years, coming on multiple years now. I mean, I guess technically it's already been multiple years, but you know what I mean, right? You know what I mean. We're coming into 2021. I, of course, am very excited to see where Planet Zoo takes us through 2021 and perhaps even beyond, depending on what Frontier has planned and what we have planned. And I see many thoughts and suggestions and ideas being shared constantly in the comments, not just from last session, but from, countless sessions. And I always have an eye out for how people are feeling about a series. So as always, folks, do leave those likes and comments down below because they do really help me make decisions for what goes on the channel, not just in terms of like the numbers of likes and comments and views, letting me know what people want to see, but also reading through all the comments. Again, I read all the comments, so reading through all the comments gives me that additional insight that really helps me, make those kinds of decisions. So just wanted to say that. And I suppose, wonderful. Yes. Okay, great. I was going to say, I suppose the first thing we do is figure out how this community challenge went, and we completed it. Fantastic. Thanks to your contribution towards the community challenge, you have finished in the top 35% of players and have earned a silver award. Click below to claim your reward. Again, it's always fun to be able to engage in the community challenges, so I'm very glad that that worked out properly. I think we actually got nice black wildebeests and the common ostrich. Beautiful. That's excellent. They both fit perfectly into Elite Zoo South. Honestly, our collection of community challenge rewards that fit perfectly into Elite Zoo South continues to grow. Now, I realize last session when we went to Elite Zoo North, I should have left Rishi and Rishi at the elephant enclosure, at the Indian elephant enclosure, but oops, I suppose. However, yeah, I need to remember, I keep forgetting that I have a female Baird's tapir that is of exceptional quality in here. Of course, our current female Baird's tapir is already, of exceptional quality, but when she eventually and inevitably passes, we need to make sure we get, oh dear, Shoshi Kutsin? Shoshi Kutsin? I'm not 100% sure. We got to make sure we get her in though, because, these are good stats. But our new black wildebeest over here, also a female. Also fantastic stats. We have our common ostrich as well. Also fantastic stats, of course, because they're rewards. And again, just as a reminder, we do have the Nyala and the Nile monitor too. So I'm very glad. I was already glad that we were partaking in the community challenge, but now even more so because the rewards have been, fitting for the very near future of the zoo. On which note, though, I do want to touch on something that I saw a fair bit of in the comments of the previous episode. I do think the next animal we add, after we're done all of our beauty passes, and it's great to see so many of you on board with the beauty passes and the, just finishing areas off. But yeah, when we do eventually add our next animal, I think we will go back to Australia and start working on the dingoes and make our way up through, this connection. Because we've done a fair bit of work over here. Again, just as a reminder, we're still doing beauty passes. We're still getting everything, up to par, up to snuff, and making sure everything's looking good before we add that next animal. But that next animal, I think, will be the dingoes, just so we can start filling some of this space out, and again, beautifying these spaces, and eventually connecting, making that Africa connection, as it were. And I do also want to check over here. I guess it would be over here. Why can I not? 9 rewards claimed. I didn't see what they were. I got the animals, but I didn't get to see the, clothes and all that kind of stuff come through. Well, that's weird. That's unfortunate. Nonetheless, we ended up in, up in this group over here, so got those 2 animals. That's all good. Yeah, it says they're claimed, but anyway, it's fine. It's not the end of the world. It's a lot of conservation credits, I'm sure, and a couple of, shirts, pants, and hats and stuff like that. So no big deal. At least it was, processed and it came through properly. Now, there's actually one more thing I want to check in animal trading, because it pointed out to me that I think in storage I have a llama that I should... Oh yeah, we do have a good quality llama. Why are you in storage here? What was I thinking when I put you in storage here? Oh, you know what? I think it was because she had a mate that was not ideal, perhaps, because she's not like a new animal. I think we moved her in here because she had a mate and we wanted that bond to break, which sounds very dark when you put it that way, I suppose, but that's the way I've put it now. So, llama, let's get you... We have another... Oh my god. Another high-quality Baird's tapir over here. We've got some really good quality animals. But, alright, let's go ahead and get you... Move you back into Llama Lane because I'm pretty sure you've already been, checked for quarantine and stuff like that. Now, today's session, folks, as we get into it, is going to actually be entirely in real time. I'm not 100% sure, but the timestamps will give it away. But I don't think we're going to have a time lapse today because there's actually quite a bit I want to manage. I also want to see time move forward. I saw a couple of you mention that as well. It's like it'd be nice to have some time move forward. I would like to see time move forward. I would like to fix some of the issues that we've been having, and I think it'll all need to be done in real time. It's sort of primarily a management-focused session, if you will. Where is our new adult? Over here. Aswad is the new one. Gold. Oh my lord, look at those stats. I do also need to, yes, get back into the good habits of naming. More clean naming conventions. I think we can trade Aswad off because our Malawa over here, oh my god, a double star. Dad. There we go. Just trying to build some patterns and get into better habits over here. We've got Rudo over here, who I think also just became an adult. Oh my, these are all really good. I would also love, I wish I had the wherewithal and the time and the concept and the energy to do this, but I would love to do a test on how much of a higher price I can get on an animal if their name includes something like a star, because I can totally see that actually impacting sale prices and stuff, because it's an immediate read of like, ooh, is this a high quality animal? I'd be curious. Anyway, let's go ahead and move you to the trade center, please. Again, tempting to keep some of these guys, isn't it? But we still have plenty of time with you. 6.4 years old, if we take a look at Zoopedia. Take a look at the age data here. Yeah, just about halfway through your life. We'll keep you around as our primary source of new lions. Let's get Rudo, who's also good stats, really. Let's get you into the trade center. Alright, cool. We'll do a little bit of trading, I suppose. We can take a look at our trade history real quick and see if we've made any other sales. Tonowak, I don't know if we saw that happen last session, but it has happened. I don't think we did. So that's good. Oh, by the way, evidently, I released... Oh yeah, it wasn't a trade, it was a release to the wild. I released to the wild our female Galapagos giant tortoise, which is why I couldn't find the mother of our children, as it were. Oops, is all I can say to that. It had been so long since I'd taken care of them that I think it was just an oversight on my part, and probably the result of, not sticking to those, the naming convention habits and stuff like that. So I really got to stay on top of that, because otherwise more mistakes like that will likely happen, and I don't want to get into those habits. Man, why do we have so many good quality animals? Yeah, I mean, it's a testament. We're doing things well. I suppose we should celebrate that. 750 conservation credits for another female llama, maybe. All males, eh? And I don't have any of the other filters on. All the other filters are off. I saw that suggested, like maybe some of the other filters are on. Nope, they're all off. 750 isn't that bad. These are okay stats in Zootopia. Sure, let's adopt you. Again, 750 is not that bad. The lions that we just moved into the trade center will likely make us that money back, right? So let's go ahead and get you into quarantine first. Right? More baby warthogs and stuff coming through. Oh, also, I promise that the warthog enclosure will see some love and attention in the very near future. Before we add a new animal, I will definitely be working on that and working towards completing their enclosure as well. I promise. I see them brought up often. Don't worry, I have not forgotten them. They have not been left behind in my mind or anything like that. They're part of the process. They're all part of the process, and I very much constantly think about the fact, or constantly think about what we're going to do with that space. So I wanted to take a look at the West African lion, I believe, right? The West African lion. Yep, I just couldn't remember if it was West African or something else. But yeah, there we go. And your prices are, let's see, 7,500, 1,000, 5,000, 2,000 on some of these. I think 2,000 and 5,000 seems reasonable. Maybe 2,000 and 4,500, sure. I mean, again, these are some really good stats as well, right? Let's go ahead and trade you for, I would say 4,500. Undercut a little bit. Though I've been told I underprice way too much. Getting rid of... Trading you off hurts, buddy. Trading you off hurts. You know what, let's do 4K for you. Let's do 4K for you. These are really good stats. These are amazing stats. I'm really proud of these results we're getting, honestly. Let's go ahead and trade you out as well. 4,000, if we can net 4,000, that'd be great. That would be fantastic. We do have some more Jaguars as well that we wanted to trade out, right? Why not? Why not quickly right now? Real quickly. Right at the beginning of the session, and that way, hopefully by the end of the session, we can see the results. But our Jaguars... What are we looking at in terms of numbers? 2Ks and stuff? Yeah, it looks like 2Ks. 1 to 2s. Looking reasonable. Alright, sure. Sure. Where are you? Go ahead and trade you out. Let's say 1,500. 1 to 2 literally goes smack down in the middle there. We have so many. Trade more of them out, honestly. I'm just sitting on animals for no good reason. And at some point, it really does start to feel kind of bad. Like, they're just sitting there looking pretty, but, you know, doing nothing. Like, I've got 2 A-star female choices here. Let's go ahead and trade you out. Or I'm going to say 1,500. Try it out. Man, it really is hard to just hit enter like that and just be like, yeah, you're done, you're out, we're moving on. Move on from everything except for Red 5, I suppose. Alright, cool. Done. And I believe Quarantine was done as well. So let's go ahead and move you over to Llama Lane. Perfect. Looks like a little bit of research has been completed as well. Fantastic. Red Ruffed Lemurs completed. Beautiful. I should probably get some more advanced research going on, because again, that does help with like education levels and stuff like that, right? So let's keep that going. And mechanic research over here, I assume, is completed as well. Aquatic theme done. You know what? We may as well finish some of these off. Let's go ahead and finish some of these off, right? Because why not? In fact, let's go ahead and assign a bunch of people to a bunch of them. They'll all get done at roughly the same time, I suppose. Barriers as well. Can I not? There we go. Weird. Can't research barriers anymore for some reason. Habitats I'll leave. Just nice to have these little gold icons, isn't it? Gold medals, if you will. Alright, cool. All done. So, one of the major elements that I want to take care of today, especially as we move on in real time, is sort of the work zone management and staff room placement and stuff like that. Oh, also, beyond that, I do also want to take care of the filth that is this water over here. Because evidently I have left it unattended. There is no water filtration system nearby, and that's obviously a problem. Now, where is the closest water filtration? All the way over here. It's just out of reach, just out of reach. Now, can I shift you ever so slightly? I think I probably can. This water goes deep in there, yeah. I could probably shift this up ever so slightly and get what I need out of it. Oh, actually, I don't know. Touching there, you're touching there, you're touching there. It should work, should work. Let's try it. Let's try it. Alright, so what do we need to do over here? We'll need to move all of these parts in as well. We'll also have to push the terrain back over here. Rise a little bit. Go. This terrain terraforming so slowly is a worrying sign. Go, there we go. I mean, literally, it's like we only need to do the slightest adjustment over here. I might be overdoing it, in fact. Turn the light on over here. Look out! Avert your eyes! That wasn't as bad as it sometimes is. Because sometimes it can be really quite bad. Alright, let's go ahead and move you further back, just by a step there. How that works. Go ahead and get the path down. Oh, yeah, staff path. There we go. Hopefully, if I go over, see the water. Nah, not close enough, eh? Yeah, it's because of the I mean, because obviously it's a circle, not a square, so we'd have to shift it over as well, which I cannot do. Trying to figure out where we put down the water filtration system. Which animal has escaped? How have you escaped, and have you actually escaped? You haven't actually escaped. You're perfectly fine. There's no problem with you being over here. Why is this counting as escaped? Yeah, what? Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense at all. This is all good. Collect you. Yeah, everything's contained inside, just fine. Very weird. And are you still, you're still considered escaped? Nope, now you're fine. Okay, that's really weird. However, wait, hold on. Since it has turned to night, I know I'm getting distracted here, but I just quickly want to see. Oh, yeah, you know what? I like this. I want to see what Darwin's Den looked like. Turn our light off over here. Ooh, that is something special, isn't it? I like that quite a bit. I really like the understated floor lighting approach. Those reflections look beautiful. Oh, look at that. That does look quite nice. I'm quite pleased with that. I think I need to do like an equal treatment on the other side. Animal has escaped. Are you guys... What's going on here? Haven't I every session turned this to be not a part of the enclosure? Like every session I've had to reset this, I think. That needs to be fixed. That's getting a little annoying. No, they haven't actually escaped. What's going on here? What is this? What is this new problem that we're seeing? It's not going to affect our finances that much or anything, because again, medium difficulty is not that difficult, but still, like, yikes. This is looking neat. Wanted to check that since we got nighttime. Looks like we're about to have some offspring as well. Well, not while you're standing up over here. Look at that though. Oh, wow, that was bright. People running from gorillas down there. I really quite like the sign back there too, for Persimmon Plaza. Actually, hold on a second. It's been pointed out that maybe I didn't name Persimmon Plaza. Did I not? No, I did. Persimmon Plaza has been renamed. It was pointed out that I might have forgotten to do that, so I thought I'd check. All right, sure. So, where should I put down the water filtration? Now, the reality is that we're going to need water filtration further out as well, so we might as well put a new spot down, right? Where is the... Kind of like this. Way off there. Down over here. Let's take this back to what it was, because it worked previously, so why fix what isn't broken, right? Pop you back in here. Go. That'll do the trick. Cool. But with regards to this area, we could put down a filtration system, because again, we want to have like eating areas and stuff up over here, right? We can cover it up nicely, and that should be good. We want guests to be able to come up over here. What would be a good spot for the filtration system? Could put it like up on this side. That is an option. We'll have to cover it up behind like trees and stuff, I suppose. I'll likely have to adjust it because I've got some plans as to like the animals that go into this space, so I'll likely have to adjust it later. But for now, I mean, it's been pointed out that it might be why guests are not using this ride. I don't know if that's exactly the case, but you know what? It might be, so might as well at least test it out, you know, if nothing else. At least test it out. Go ahead and get... Come on. Go get rid of the railing. Affecting terrain. Down over here. There we go. And again, this is just kind of like temporary. We'll have to rework the solution once we figure out the animal situation. Serious injury discovered. These warthogs, they've been getting injured without me seeing warnings about their fighting or anything like that. I wonder if they're just like running around with like, you're poking each other with their tusks every once in a while. What am I looking for here? Facilities, utilities, water treatment. And let's go ahead and do this kind of a thing. Again, this should probably actually be staff path now that I think about it. Pop you down over here. Over to our staff path. And eventually we'll adjust this to include it better into the space or hide it in a habitat or what have you. But hopefully this will get more guests using the ride over here, because, well, kind of why we put it down is to have guests use it, I suppose. And I'm just putting down some temporary trees over here just to hide it for now. I actually quite like this this type of tree. Like, I really like the shape they take on. I've always been a big fan of this, like, these trees in particular, so I don't mind just populating the entire zoo with them, I'm not gonna lie. Important alert requires my attention. Don't they all require my attention? There we go, that kind of works. Tucks it in there. Alright, what's this important alert? How have you escaped? And you haven't escaped. Oh no, you know what's happening? Wait, have you escaped? Oh dear. When did you learn to climb these? Rather, when did you get into the habit of climbing these? Ah, man. So as I was saying, you know what's happening? There's been an update to, like, animal pathfinding and stuff again, I assume. It's happened a couple times where, like, with a new update come changes to how animals explore their spaces and what kind of spaces they have access to. This is perhaps the most frustrating update, though. This, like, limit to animals in storage. It doesn't help anybody. It doesn't... It's not a more engaging end result or anything like that. It just slows things down needlessly. Now I gotta go in here, and now I'm, like, overthinking, well, do I have to be picky about which animals we keep and which ones we get rid of? I don't know. Probably keeping way too many of them. Probably keeping too many of you guys. Don't need 2 of you. Definitely keeping too many of these guys. Sure. Now we've got enough room, I think. Go ahead and quick trade all of you, please. Thank you. 17. Yep, bring these guys to the trade center. Got a bunch more Titan beetles over here. It's just, I don't know. Not necessary. A lot of Titan beetles. A lot of gold-rated Titan beetles. And I know many of you feel the same way as well. I saw the comments previously in, like, prior episodes of, like, yeah, no real reason for this change. Alright, go ahead and quick trade all of you. Just have to stay on top of this more often, I guess. Alright, cool. Hopefully these guys are fertile. If not, then, alright, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go ahead and exhibit trading. Go ahead and get Rosa Maria and Jacobo, I don't know, in here. Right, and then get rid of the other 2. Gabriel and Louise. Rosa Maria is kind of old, though. Don't know if that's going to work out. They're both old, actually. Ugh. We can see if they're going to have any babies. Yanta is about to die of old age over here. Male. Okay, fair enough. We can't... I mean, obviously it's still sad to see an animal pass, but I need to keep an particularly vigilant eye out for female llamas passing away, because we need... we're lacking female llamas. Okay, this is actually frustrating, though. The fact that this is being counted as an escape. We're doing fine for so long. Doing fine for so long, this not counting as a habitat perimeter. Can you stop, game? Can you... Like, what do you want me to do? How many times do you want me to change these settings? It's like not what I wanted to get distracted by in today's session, but here we are. Here we are. Now, is this thing blocking the path here? Yeah, a little bit. Go ahead and move you over and up a little bit. Just a temporary little, like, think of it like a bush structure. Something. Or a tree that hangs out the side here. I can't do that. What if we pull... Yeah, there we go. Let's pull this guy over here. And again, we'll do like a formal, like, when we actually expand in this area, we'll do a proper kind of a thing. For now, though, I just want to block the view from guests who are coming through and potentially getting on the ride. Now, we've already got some guests getting on the ride over here. I doubt that... Yeah, it's not because the water's any cleaner already. And in fact, hang on a second. Are you even able to clean the water right now? You're not getting any power, are you? You're not. All right, fair enough. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a transformer. It'll have a larger radius than a solar panel. Oh, you know what? Yeah, it basically covers everything if we get a transformer over here. So let's do it. If it's going to already have facilities here, we might as well go all the way, right? And just put them all down. Pop you in right next to this. There we go. Let's go ahead and get our staff path connected. Cool. Done. That should do the trick. Beautiful. Operational. So it looks like guests are willing to ride this water. And the animals actually were not able to reach this water, for those of you that were wondering, because we blocked it off. However, it does look nasty. It looks nasty as hell. So let's clean it up, shall we? Absolutely no problem with making that change. Now, how do I want to go about adding staff rooms and... Buddy, why is your social so low? What's wrong? You're stuck here. You're stuck here. How'd you manage to get here? How'd you manage to climb that tree? But now you can't get out. Come on. Let's go. Attracting protesters. This is why I stay paused. There we go. All good. All good. Excellent. Excellent. Right, so... If I can actually, you know, stay focused on the topic at hand without something coming up to distract me. Let's take a look at how we can install some new staff locations. One that comes readily to mind is actually right back over here. When I say staff locations, I mean staff rooms. I don't know if we need a keeper hut back over here, but it's been pointed out it's a good idea to have a staff room right next to vendors, because then vendors can just kind of go to the nearby staff room. So that's cool. If we put a staff room over here, then vendors from up over here can also end up over there, which I think works quite nicely. Yo, are you serious, man? This thing needs to stop. Oh my god, okay. How are you getting up there? We know they can't get back out, and yet they can somehow get up there. And this is a new thing. This was not a problem previously. Don't want to get rid of those trees. I mean... I could, like, block access to the tree potentially using a quote-unquote planter. Not my preferred approach, I'll be honest. But if I have to, then I have to. What's a better size here? Don't want to get distracted by this today. That was not my plan going in. Not what I want at all. Let's see. If I go upright with you, let's go ahead and make them white so they match the outer ring. Okay. Pop you down there. I might need to come in and clean this up later. I mean, this space needs some love anyway. Like, we still have some work to do with the outer ring of the koala enclosure, so I don't mind. But this is most certainly not the solution I had in mind. I mean, now it might end up looking fine, but not ideal. And again, this was not a problem until this latest update, right? So hopefully this solves it for now. Merge all of you. Probably need to get one on this side as well. I mean, I like that they're climbing the trees, don't get me wrong, but I intentionally made these ones unreachable so they wouldn't climb them and get out of the enclosure, and yet here we are. Alright, cool. That should do the trick, hopefully. I mean, I guess the best thing to do is to check before I leave. But we have inbreeding. Seriously? The trade center with you. To the trade center, because now that they've bonded, can't do anything about it. And you're the trade center as well. We'll bring them in together at a later time. Cool. Oh dear. So much happening. Koalas is what we're looking at. Want to make sure they're not able to escape. If we find one here. Where are you? A lot of them getting older, eh? Go ahead and get you out the box. Hello. How you doing, buddy? You able to escape? Oh, you are able to climb this tree. Okay. You're fine otherwise. Oh no, looks like you're able to climb this tree as well. Alright. Alright, we're close though, we're close though. this out over here. You can see why I don't like it. Like, it doesn't match the aesthetic of the space. I could also get rid of these trees for now. And not my ideal solution, but the interest of time right now, I suppose. We'll bring them back later. It's frustrating. I hate those changes. It's working fine. Working fine. Finding this issue over here. Go ahead and call a keeper. Alright, let's get back on task over here. Get back on task. Alright. So I'm thinking we put a staff room back here for sure. Again, I don't know if a keeper hut needs to be over here. Keeper hut would be good if like food was an issue in the area, which I guess it has been in Prosimian Plaza previously. What am I looking for here? Facilities. Staff facilities. Now the hope is, of course, that once it's all fully decorated and stuff, it will not upset guests in the area. What am I looking for here? A keeper hut? No, sorry. Looking for a staff room first. A little large one. These are pretty big. And again, guests are able to walk right by them, so we really do have to work on shrinking its negative influence area, right? This is a reminder. Go ahead and push you down. What are we looking at here? Terrain will obviously need adjusting. What else? Is everything else looking clean and clear? Going over the tracks over here. Very relaxing. Very calm. Very serene. Oh, we actually have a spot right here where we can put you down. I believe you're pointing this way. Clear the terrain out. Alright, you know what? I'm going to pause. I want to pause. There's a lot of alerts. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of movement. This is going to upset guests as well. Let's just pause momentarily. So if I go ahead and put this down over here, I might want to nudge this up to there. So it's lined up a little bit, right? Kind of do you like that. Guests are coming in. Turning around. They're going out this way. Okay, good. Yep, right into the enclosure. Okay, excellent. I don't know. I feel like even with the radius completely reduced, this is still going to impact the guests over here. But one way to find out. I'm going to put it down. We'll have to like place it elsewhere potentially, but we have to put it down anyway for sure. And this I cannot flatten. Well, because of the track. There we go. Weird. Flatten to foundation wasn't working for some reason. But I can push. Alright, well, I'll take what I can get. Don't mind that. There we go. This is all clear. Indeed it is. Alright, good stuff. Go ahead and get our path out over here. Flatten terrain if need be, please. Alright. Go. Good stuff, good stuff. We might want to do something here, like spruce it up a little bit, put down some vegetation or something, but we'll do that afterwards. I want to go ahead and edit. No, you know what, let's go ahead and find our, what is it? Is it mud? Is it clay? It's mud, isn't it? Yep, it is. Our wall over here. This one's the door, right? Gotta change those colors, make sure they're all this. Go. There we go. That should cover that up. Let's go ahead and get the window. Yep. Flip it around and get this side over here done. Really hope this reduces the radius by enough. Really hope it does the trick. Pop you back down over here and over here and finish things off over here. We could probably put down like an ambient thing as well, perhaps. That might do the trick, if need be. Now, hopefully, staff is able to take, a break over here, and that'll reduce how far they have to go for stuff, right? What we can do is at this staff room, we can actually get the staff PR course going. Vendors with this perk will make the guests they interact with even happier, so we should be able to elicit more donations and stuff in the area. In theory, that should work well for us. But let's also check out the negative impact here. Oh, you know what? That's actually... Wow. Wow. I mean, I know it reduces the radius, but it's still always wild to see the radius reduction in action. Yeah, it looks like we're all good. Okay, wonderful. That's absolutely wonderful. No keeper hut over here yet, but we haven't had starving animals in a while, not since we've installed the second feeding tray. So that's promising. We'll see if that works, and if it doesn't, then we'll put a keeper hut down somewhere here. All right, good stuff, good stuff. Let's go ahead and make sure that it is in the work zone, though. But as far as work zones are concerned, as we complete Africa theme research over here, good for you, buddy. As far as work zones are concerned, I wonder if I do need to start adding more work zones. Africa West. How big is Africa West? It's not that big. It really isn't that big. I mean, we've got... I mean, I guess with this, it gets a little bit larger. But it's all pretty centralized over here, you know? With that one... With a couple of things out there, but that's all the mechanics stuff. So mechanics are out there doing their work. I mean, I guess our caretakers have to kind of march out a little bit as well. Africa West, though, I don't think is the problem. I think maybe South America is getting a little too big. I think we have to split South America into two parts as far as the work zones are concerned. And then center, I think we might need to split into multiple parts as well. Probably not a bad idea. Yeah. Let's go ahead and split center up into two parts. So, let's see. Problem becomes spreading out the employees between the work zones as well, right? Because down over here, we've got our keeper hut as well as our staff room. I actually wonder, you know what? You know what? Since we're doing this, let's go ahead and get rid of you. I said, let's go ahead and get rid of you. I said, let's go ahead and, like, work with me, game. What's going on here? Why can I not get rid of this thing? Is it because people are inside? Aw. Educators who can't even do their work these days. Get out of there. All right, we'll swap it out later. But point being, I think we need to create a new work zone over here. So over to the zoo, over to staff, over to work zones. Go ahead and create a new one. We'll call this one Africa Center. Right, and then we'll include this and US. This is center. So this is center. This is Africa Center. Even though, yes, this is the African animal, the names don't, like, the naming convention is just a naming convention, right? Think of it like the Africa Center connection. Go ahead and get these in here as well for the mechanics to have something to work on. Right, that should do the trick. Problem is, we don't have any people that work this zone yet. I should probably move some people over from center. We have 25 staff in center. Okay. Staff. Work zone. Go west over here. Having some trouble. We might want some more keepers in Africa West. Got a couple. It doesn't hurt to have more. Quite a few of these vendors have low workloads. Oh yeah, you know what? I think, okay, sure. So let's go ahead and pop you down over here, I think. Our new keeper. I think one keeper should do the trick. One keeper will probably do the trick. There you go. Go ahead and reduce your salary. Go ahead and get you to Africa West. Good stuff. Good stuff. That'll hopefully help. We have to level them up, of course, but hopefully that is something for us. But beyond that, I was looking at moving people from center to Africa. What's it called? Africa Center? Forget the name already. Where are we? Center. All right. So I wish I could like see it split with two things. There's no filters here. It's just like organization of order. All right. Part of me is tempted to just hire a bunch of new people, honestly. At least one mechanic at Africa Center. Get at least a couple of keepers at Africa Center. This might cause us trouble because of the Like, I don't know what center's gonna feel like, you know? We've got ourselves a mechanic. We've got ourselves a couple of keepers. Got ourselves a caretaker as well. At least one. Maybe even two. Yeah, 2 sounds good. And again, vendors can kind of roam freely. That should hopefully do the trick a little bit. Got the staff room. We've got... Okay, that's all good. This region should hopefully be taken care of. If I take a look at work zones again. Edit work zones. Wish I could like see all split up. So we got Africa West, yeah. We've got Africa Center, yeah. We've got Center. I think that's reasonable. Might maybe consider getting rid of this. Sure. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. Get rid of this, and get rid of these as well. So center is truly just down the center over here. Add you and add you. Okay. All right. And so South America has sole dominion over all this and this. Like South America, I think needs a little bit of assistance. Like I said, I might split South America into 2 work zones. Because what's happening is that people who could be using the staff room and stuff up over there maybe find themselves using the staff room and stuff down over here, which is, you know, not helping our cause. So if we split South America into 2, it's always so like difficult to do. I don't know why. South America Center, and then we're also gonna have South America West. Okay, South America West is gonna include all of this. Right before we get into our... Oh, we should probably include you as well. Cool. Do that. That... You know what, actually, I'm going to get rid of these guys. That'll be South America Center. Feels small, but it really is about organizing the where they go to rest, where they go to take their breaks. Okay, so that's South America West, South America Center. Go ahead and get rid of you, get rid of you. You know what? South America West needs to include these. Glad I noticed that. America Center. Go ahead and get rid of these. Nothing is red, so we know they're being used. Right, good stuff. Or being taken care of, I should say. I mean, why are these guys blue? Who else is taking care of you? Africa West? Africa West, yeah. That's fine. Not just taking care of, but also using, right? Which is not bad. Might need more staff stuff. Nah, we should be fine, actually. That should be fine. All right, cool. So South America Center, you've got all the staff you need. Come down here. Come around that way. That's fine. I was wondering if South America West should take care of Pachamama's garden instead. But then they might as well be taking care of these guys as well, right? Okay, cool. So that means that South America West can be the less busy work zone, right? Like, it doesn't need as many people. So South America Center. Go ahead and move a mechanic, right? South America West, thank you. And let's go ahead and move keeper here. Move you as well. Move a couple of you to South America West. There we go. One mechanic has moved over. That's fine. You're good. Go ahead and move some of our keepers over. Hold on. How many keepers do we have at South America West already? 1. One more keeper maybe at South America West, I think. Yeah. 1 more keeper at South America West. There we go. We have a lot of keepers at South America Center, but it's been like necessary because they've always had like litter and stuff. I think I could maybe add 1 more to South America West. That should help. And what I could actually do is add a couple more to Africa West and 1 more to Africa Center maybe. Hopefully that does the trick there. Hopefully. We'll find out, I suppose. We'll find out, I suppose. Because, yeah, that splits this up. Australia for now, I mean, gee, I don't know. I feel like Australia, we can unpause again. I feel like Australia's doing okay. We have the staff room and stuff down over here, right? Look at the radius on these, though. Like, is that what? And I've got these things fully covered as well, but their radius is still pretty massive. Wow, that lag spike. I don't know. But yeah, I think that work zone adjustment should help a fair bit. Oh, are these guys? No, they're not. I was wondering that these guys were negatively impacting the ride over here. Let's go ahead and get a mechanic coming over here. All right, this should be good. This should be good for us. This should hopefully help smooth things out. Oh, you know what? I didn't think about this. I didn't think about guests being upset on the train tracks coming in. Is it like just barely touching? No, it's quite a bit actually. I could, of course, lower this. Right, we could absolutely... Can't move it now because people are actually resting here. I wonder how bad that actually is. A split second spent in negative space, like negative impact space, can be problematic. Because again, I can always establish a staff room like somewhere up over here instead. West African lion has matured. I believe I gotta get you... Oh, hang on, buddy, hang on. Don't get away. Why can't I select... Like, I've got it selected, but the thing isn't showing up over here. What is going on with this game today? There we go. Good genes. Oh my god, stop fighting. Stop fighting. Over the trade center. Go. Animal trading. Animal storage. Rudo's still up for sale, hasn't been picked up yet. AO over here. Yeah, it looks like we haven't been able to sell these guys yet. Okay, not a problem. AO, let's trade you for 2,000. Let's try it. Who's escaped? Are you bomb me over here? Man. Moments like this really drive me up a wall. It used to work fine. For some reason it stopped now. Dangerous fighting for alpha status, I believe that's over already. That's what we took care of there. No? What do we have? More newly made adult males? We do indeed. Okay. Glad I checked. They're also good stats. Trade, though, for sure. Trade for sure. Trade center, and then we'll try and trade them out right now, I think. Animal's stressed out over here. Why are you stressed out, buddy? Just kind of cuz. Little baby. Ooh, stressed out little baby. Fair enough. I feel you, buddy. I feel you. Especially with these gorillas escaping like this. Alright, so I feel like that's reworked the work zones. I feel like that helps a fair bit. We haven't had any issues here yet. I wonder if guests are coming here using the boat ride more now that the water's clean. Seems a bit busier, but yeah, at the same time, it's all a matter of timing, I think. It's a placebo effect potentially that it looks busier just because we're looking out for it now. But I mean, this space has certainly been seeing some action, which is good to see. This space needs to be prettied up a little bit, obviously. Lots of folks stopping over here to look at the animals. You know, if you got a little bit closer, you'd get a better view. I wouldn't be surprised if they're going to complain about the views as well, inevitably, invariably, eventually. But down over here, are you free to delete yet? Still chilling down here, okay. Hopefully we're not going to see staff complaining about having to line up or stuff like that anymore. Hopefully, we'll see. Come on, there we go. Dangerous animal has escaped. Man, I can't. You just walk through the glass and you just like apparate through the glass or something? Come on now. Come on, man. Like, I can't... I can't sometimes, you know? It's just like, what am I supposed to do about that? I can't have these things stopping progress. But I can't, like, ignore them either. They are issues. They are things that we have to take care of. Otherwise, guests will be running away and we'll start losing, you know, stars and stuff like that and losing money. But at the same time, it's like, come on. Alright, this is all good. We're super busy over here. Again, yeah, it looks like getting rid of the animal tox has certainly helped. Busy over here, yeah. I feel like, honestly, I feel like these work zones are all we really needed. Like this one. And again, how unhappy are guests coming through here? It looks like not very, because normally it'll give you a warning being like, hey, yeah, guests are super unhappy traveling through this space. I'll see what happens over here. It's a fraction of a second, and right after they arrive somewhere where they're super happy and stuff like that, right? So we should be fine. It does look like, however, we are maybe having a lot of empty trains moving through. Why are you guys up over here? Are you looking at giraffes and stuff from up over here? Are you kidding me right now? Come on. Everyone leaves. These doors open. Okay. Glad I saw that, I guess. I'm glad I saw that. Another full train load coming. I mean, it's really cool to see full trains moving through. We haven't seen a train come the other way for a while, though. What's that about? You're coming through. Are you backed up? Nope. It's less popular in the other direction, but I want to make sure trains are still moving. Alright, so let's go ahead and adjust our timings here, if I could just figure out which station this is. I have no idea. Like group, it selects the whole thing, right? Yep. I have no idea. 37. Oh wow, what are the chances? What are the chances? You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and call this Africa for now. Africa West. Don't want to be in that position again in the future. Exit. Oh, you know what? Maybe not. I don't know. Silly. Absolutely silly. Over here, no. Is this over here? Yeah, it's over here. Alright. This isn't Africa West, this is entrance. It just connect entrance to path. Doesn't work how I thought it did. Okay, fair enough. Like in terms of hovering to see it in action. Okay. It's entrance. There we go. This is Africa West. Cool. Done. That's all I needed. Go ahead and adjust your timings here. West. "45-second maximum wait time" is clearly not doing the trick. I guess we could go up to 60. Maybe we could go up to 80. Let's try 70 for now. Split the difference a bit. Let's go to 70 for now, see if that makes the difference I needed to make. Hopefully. Hopefully. It looks like staff are a lot happier now. I mean, I'm not seeing any warnings about staff not being able to, having to queue up or anything like that. I haven't seen any food warnings in quite some time, so that's promising. We'll do some tree cover and stuff, or not tree cover, but like planters or something over here during a beauty pass, but that's good. Down over here, how are... Oh, hello. Speak of the devil. Speak of the devil. What's the problem over here? The workshop. Oh, that's fine. That's only temporary. That's only temporary. It's only because we've got all this mechanics research going on right now, which will soon be done, right? It will soon be done. Literally one more step left. Yeah, we'll be okay. Fine. It's funny, though, that the notification, as much as it doesn't really matter, it's just funny that it would come up as I'm talking about how things look fine. That's pretty cool. It's neat that all these things have little animations and stuff of their own, you know? It's neat that there's like actual like, oh look at that, that's the research animation. They didn't have to do that. Could have just been little black voids in these staff rooms and all that jazz, but nope. They got proper tools and stuff in here as well. Obviously all low res, you don't want to waste, you know, texture and all that kind of stuff over here, but pretty cool. Oh man, you know what? Okay, I would love an answer to this question. What kind of plug points do y'all have in your games? Because this looks very much like North American sockets. Very low res, but it looks very much like North American, or at least Canadian, sockets. And I'm curious if that's consistent across the board. So if you're from a different part of the world especially, let me know. Let me know if it's localized. It's the weirdest thing to localize, but it's strange as well to have Frontier, which, am I mistaken? They're a UK-based company, but to have them, like, I know the UK has similar sockets, but I can't remember for the life of me. Last time I was there was last year, October, I think it was. They are similar, but it's too low res for me to be able to tell them apart. Anyway, I'm sorry, I spent way too long in there. I apologize for that, but I'm genuinely curious. Genuinely curious if it's different for different folks. All right, that's the workshop queue. That's fine. But yeah, okay. Looks like we've actually solved that problem a fair bit, which is nice. Guests are having a good time. Koalas have stopped escaping, which is nice as well. I wonder, all right, what to do about these koalas. I mean, I don't mind these gaps over here. It looked nice when this was filled out, but it's not the end of the world to have these gaps on either side. Well, I might actually leave it like this, rather than, you know, force the construction of another, like, I don't know, blockage or what have you. I think I might actually leave it like that. Now, actually, it's been pointed out to me that I need another washroom in the Africa West area. I believe I've got vendors over here, but no washrooms, right? And up over here, we do have a washroom up over here all the way at the end. But maybe that's not quite enough. Maybe that's not quite enough. Maybe we need a washroom. Where else? I could put one down over... Let's see. Let's see if it fits in here. Group, please. Thank you. I don't think it will. Nah, it's not going to fit. Could put the washroom here, but can you imagine looking out of your staff room and just seeing a bunch of people lining up to use the washroom? I don't know. I don't know about that. I think we're fine for washroom. Let's see here. What are guests saying? Well, this is the happiest I've seen a guest. Like, this is the most fulfilled I've seen a guest. It's been a while since we've checked. Now, you need the toilet, but not desperately enough that you're going to the toilet right now. And again, I could do, something I liked at the entrance, actually, was our use of vendors. Wouldn't mind having more of these. Right after you step out, get like get a pip shot going over here. Well, actually, hold on. You know what I should do is I should check what are these stalls we have over here. Because we've got a chief beef, and we've got pip shot water already. Okay, so I don't want to double up on anything I've already got. So how about we pick... ice cream is probably not a bad idea. Or milkshakes. Milkshakes as well, not a bad idea. Alright, let's go with some milkshakes. As you step off the train, come down over here. What are you doing up here, man? You're looking at trees. Put you down there, and let's go ahead and get, let's see, vending machine. Yeah, sure. Let's do ice cream. There you go. This station brought to you by Cosmic Cow, I suppose. But for real though, all right. What are these guys looking at? You have the koala. Looking at. Man, how do I block their view up over here? They're not going to get good views. Could just build like a wall structure over here to prevent them from looking out. Just wondering if that becomes our next beauty pass thing. They're not upset at... Oh, this is a problem. They're not upset at their view or anything, which is strange. I mean, I would be. Let's go ahead and get our llamas back in here. Back into llama lane. Hopefully they've had some time to cool off. Okay, man. Just let me pick one. I understand you won't give me checkboxes to pick both, but let me pick one. Let me get these clicks through. Delivery scheduled. There we go. Taking its time here. And you as well, please. Come on. I believe in you. Gotta hit return sometimes. Oh, there we go. Good stuff. I don't think most of our trades made it. We did get some trades done. Powwow there. But no luck with our lines. Might need to go with a cheaper price. I do want to do a trading session at one point before the year ends, and hopefully we'll be able to organize it in a way where we can do some bigger numbers, some bigger trades, so that we're starting next year with a decent bit of conservation credits. I mean, we've got decent conservation credits as it is. A little bit more never hurt anybody. Staff still having a queue up over here. Again, not the end of the world. It's just the workshop. One mechanic. It's fine. What's the deal over here? Vending machine broke down. That's okay. You are... Hang on a second. Yeah, you are being taken care of. All right, good stuff. Wow. Well, folks, that was honestly a bit more hectic of an episode than I'd expected, because I thought we'd get the staff stuff done right away, and then everything would be calm and we could spend some more time with some of the animals. But well, we did get to spend time with the animals, which was nice, but mainly because they were stressing out, or because they were upset, or because you know, they were inbreeding or something or the other. But at least we did get to spend some time with them, I suppose. Oh, they're so cute. Get a little nap break over here, buddy. Hiding from the rain. But that is where we're gonna call the session. We got a lot done. We got a lot of stuff done. We got a lot of staff done. God, there was a lot of staff to do. We dealt with a lot of staff troubles, and that's pretty good, actually. I'm quite happy we did, because it looks like that solved the problem. It looks like we're not seeing any for this entire session. We haven't seen any food issues. Now, granted, it's not been that long, but we didn't pause. Once we fixed everything, we didn't pause, and throughout the entire process, we haven't seen... Well, obviously, these guys have low workload, wasted salaries over here. Throughout the entire process, though, we did not see any warnings for unfed animals or anything like that. Bit of a high workload over here at Africa West for one of these guys. It might be because of their training, though. It might be just because of their training. But otherwise, we're looking like efficient workloads across the board. Some low workloads over here, especially for security as they walk around freely. Fair enough. Efficient. A little bit of high workload over here. No work zone for you, though. So I'm very curious about what the deal is there, because they're max trained as well. Okay, 2, 3. Some of these vendors are overworked, and then meanwhile others are just completely underworked. Might want to add some more vendors to the zoo, or just see what's going on in terms of these guys. They might be, again, center. What I might need to do is add... what could I do? Where could I add these staff rooms? I suppose I could add one over here. And again, if we shrink the space enough, then we'll be fine, right? Could add a pair up over here. But you know what? We can do that as like a part of a time-lapse next session or something if we need to. Feeling pretty comfortable, though. I hope you all enjoyed this session. I know it's a bit of a management-heavy one. It's a bit more of a, not just management in the sense of animal management-heavy, but also just kind of staff management-heavy and just zoo management-heavy. But, you know, it's a major part of the game. It's part of the game that I think is very important. Obviously, we got to make sure that the zoo is actually up and running smoothly. And thanks to many of your, you know, pieces of feedback and advice in the comments, especially the previous episode, I think we've managed to tackle everything in just one sitting. So hopefully that stays true, and next session we can be back with a you know, time-lapse beauty pass, as well as some more management, take care of some of the animals, maybe, you know, trade in some newer what are they called? Entertainment items? No, it'll come to enrichment items. There we go. I was like, I know it starts with an E, with like an EN sound. Can't remember for the life of me. That's probably a good signal that, folks, it is time to call it a session. I hope y'all enjoyed, though. Like I said, if you did, you know what to do. Let me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. As always, it makes a massive difference in how I approach content on the channel, what I do more or less of. And again, if you didn't enjoy the session, let me know as well. Leave a comment down below. Give me your feedback. It's always good for me to kind of address people's interests and stuff. But again, do also remember, for every time one person doesn't want to see one thing, there are 5 people that do. And so I try to balance all aspects. I hope you'll understand, obviously. But yes, next time we will be doing another beauty pass. I think we are about 2 beauty passes, maybe 3 beauty passes away from adding our next animal, and one of those 3 beauty passes will include our warthog enclosure space as well. Very excited for what's to come. Hope you all are as well. Again, and as always, a massive thanks goes out to all of my channel members and patrons who have been supporting this channel on a monthly basis. Y'all keep us alive and running smoothly. And of course, a big old thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Till next time. Cheers.